Grabbing on my crotch, looking at my watch. It's time for the John and Ant Show.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the John and Ant Show. I'm John.
This is Ant.
And man, live or not live, actually.
Well, it's a live recording.
It's a live recording.
Yes, as of
live
this moment, we are live.
With Rob back. Will be his final
for the week. For the week, yeah.
He's done. It'll be me and Ant Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I think we'll have a full house here.
Yeah.
Except for me, which is a shame. I'm a little bummed out. You guys booked some guests that no one will know about.
Well, they'll know about them, alright.
And I won't be here for it. It'll be really interesting.
Yes, it will. We were going to talk about the Smackdown tapings, but I actually want to bring up the Elimination Chamber since Rob will not be here. He's going to give out his picks.
Well, I mean, if the spoilers to SmackDown somehow add to Elimination Chamber, we should do that first. Because I haven't seen the spoilers. I don't know what's going to happen.
Alright, so dark match, Kofi beats Corey Graves. Yay.
Yes.
Yay. It's exciting.
What was that?
I don't see what Corey Graves would do on the main roster right now. He doesn't blow me away or anything.
Nothing like...
That's why it's a dark match.
Yeah.
That's why it's a dark
I mean, because, you can usually gauge by who's doing a dark match by how close they are to debuting. Right. Sometimes that's not the case. But,
okay.
Who knows?
Big Show opens SmackDown and is pissed off.
Does he talk?
Go figure. Yes, he actually does talk.
Right.
He gets interrupted by Chris Jericho and they have a few words.
Really?
Yes.
Jericho?
Yes. Jericho challenged Joe to a match.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I wonder who's gonna
Out
win
next
that.
are Booker T and Mark Henry.
Oh, I expected Teddy Long.
Mark Henry beat Randy Orton by DQ after Orton grabbed the steel chair and hit Henry in the back with it. Orton walked on Henry with the chair until Henry turned it around and left Orton with the world's strongest slam.
Nice.
So they're building Henry as the unstoppable.
Yes,
thing.
Again.
Or they just beat him.
Tamina Snuka defeated Layla.
I guess that sets up for the title match that was announced.
That was the #1 contenders.
That's the
match.
build-up. That's the
Because
build-up.
it was already announced on WWE.
Oh God, I don't know if I should say this one.
Check Layla.
Oh God.
Oh God.
Oh God, check Layla. Hold your breath.
Who is it this time?
What do they call it? The Monsters of Funk now
Okay.
defeats the 3-man.
That's actually, you know what? That's actually a good name because they had that on. I saw on Facebook at least that they were having this fans pick the tag team name.
Do you remember the options? What the choices were?
I didn't even look at it because I assumed it was you come up with a name and however many people come up with the same name or whatever.
Your thoughts on the beatdown
They
of
come
the...
up with. I couldn't come up with a name for them.
Your thoughts on the beatdown of the 3-man jobber band?
I know who that is. I know who the 3-man band is.
They're the same guys.
They're the same
It's
guys.
not the same guys.
The same guys.
It's not the same guys.
They're good at their job.
We haven't seen it yet. For all we know, it's a classic, and they really took it to
Oh yeah.
the Monsters of Funk.
Is it
just like they took it to Cena, Ryback, and Sheamus?
Is it a 2-on-3 match or a 2-on-2 match?
2-on-2.
Who are the two participants?
They don't say. They just say the 3MB.
Oh, because it doesn't matter. They're interchangeable.
Yes.
No, that's not true.
Oh, I know that's not true.
They're a team.
I know that's not
unit.
true, but
Monsters of Funk.
I like it.
I want
don't
Tensei to do
hate it.
Shovel again. That's all I want to see.
He's going to.
The Shield comes out after the match and beat down Tensai and Clay to get big time heat.
Wow, that's kind of weird.
That's random.
Because that's weird to me because you'd think that they wouldn't attack Tensai other than being a face.
Right.
Because Tensai's been there.
Well, that's all that matters in WWE now.
The face and heel thing.
Are you face? Are you heel? That sets everything up.
Dean Ambrose cuts a promo on the Elimination Chamber and said it would be just like tonight for John Cena, Sheamus, and Ryback.
They're gonna lose so hard.
I know.
It's gonna be sad.
Oh God!
Is it possible that it could be a sweep, and that?
Don't
It's
say
just
that.
one. It's
No,
just one pin.
it's just a pin.
Oh, okay, good. I
Just
keep
one.
thinking it's elimination.
It's not elimination.
I don't know.
The Miz defeats Cody Rhodes with the figure 4.
Oh, he's bringing it back? I thought it was over. I thought they dropped that.
I guess they didn't. Unfortunately.
Cody, what's going on?
I don't know.
Groomed for greatness.
Jack Swagger beats Zack Ryder again.
Is there a promo or anything?
No.
Oh, really?
Nope.
Jack Swagger.
Next, WWE Champion The Rock comes out to a big pop. Rock cuts a promo on Punk stealing the WWE title and wants it back. Rock promises an
He's a
ass
common
whooping.
thief. He's a common thief, you guys.
Yes, he's the common thief.
He's the most boring champion of our generation, and now he's resorted to thievery.
I think you know what I think. That match between Cody Rhodes and The Miz needs to be taken out of there.
I hope so.
It needs to be edited out. Why even put that there? What does that do for either of them? You're not gonna. Miz isn't gonna amount to anything.
It's not like last week where it was Cody and Kofi. Who's gonna win?
Yeah.
It's sad,
Kofi!
but you know that Miz will win.
And it's pathetic because you know Cody Rhodes is the more talented at that.
Well,
yeah.
Rock promises an ass whooping for Mr. Punk. Punk and Paul Heyman appear on the big screen. Punk says Rock stole the title from him at the Royal Rumble. They have words, and Rock ends with some of his signature catchphrases.
Wow.
What?
Well, signature catches from the Attitude Era or signature catches from this era?
I don't know. We'll have to tune in on SmackDown to find out. Damien Sandow comes out, and this is Little Rock and The Rock. Rock puts over the fans and ends up giving Sandow a rock bottom and the people's elbow.
Okay.
They apparently did that at the end of Raw after the show went off the air.
Who did they give the rock bottom to?
To Damien Sandow.
He just came out after. Okay.
And last but not least, excuse me, Big Show beat Chris Jericho.
What a surprise! Well, we know
How did he do
Jericho.
it? But how did he do it? Was there interference or anything?
Good back and forth match. Show blocked the walls of Jericho and hit the knockout punch for the win.
Yep. Didn't
So
need
for
to
no
cheat.
reason.
Didn't even need to cheat or anything.
So no reason. But this might say that, it's the show right before the pay-per-view. Maybe Show will lose like we thought, and Jericho will win. Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
But could happen. For some reason.
I don't know. I just don't see any surprises happening, really.
Actually,
they seem to play it safe these days now, and
I noticed that Daniel Bryan and Kane weren't on the show, which has me concerned.
Well, something that you guys pointed out on the last show I listened to, you said Orton wasn't on the show on Raw, and Sin Cara.
right.
But they don't necessarily need to be on the show. They're both technically
I know, they're
Smackdown
SmackDown.
Superstars.
Yeah, that's what I brought up. Like, it seems like Orton SmackDown is his show,
Yeah.
and the same thing with Sheamus. But Sheamus has been making
Yeah.
a lot of appearances on Raw lately. So
But it is weird that, at least, I don't know, those are both on, they're both on Raw now. Kane and D-Bry.
Someone made a good idea that they should make Kane versus Daniel Bryan with Dr. Shelby as a special guest referee.
I had a stupid dream last night that Dr. Shelby had a heel turn. It was the stupidest thing.
Okay.
I just felt like I should bring that up.
Well, I brought it to you guys yesterday, we didn't talk about it on the show. It's because it seems like it's obvious that they're breaking up Team Hell No.
Yes.
And somehow maybe at Mania have a beard versus mask match.
That's not a bad idea.
Because I think we all can
The
agree
beard
that
looks ridiculous anyway.
But I don't know. A lot of
I think that we can all agree we like Kane with the mask.
Well, the mask has got to stay.
Yeah.
But I think
the
Kane
beard
would,
doesn't really matter to anybody.
I think Cade would win though.
Well, that's
would
what
win.
I think so.
That's what would happen. He would keep the mask.
Keep the mask. But I don't know though. I do like Daniel Bryan's beard too though.
Yeah, but what's more essential to him? Him with the beard or Kane with the mask?
Yeah, we've already seen what happens with maskless Kane. And
Yeah.
Is it? Let me just get a.
He wins the title and is
just get a
dominant
quick
and
thing
beats
with-
the Undertaker.
No, loses to Gene Snitsky.
Puts him in a vegetative state.
Can't beat any other big guys like Mark Henry or Big Daddy V. That kind of maskless Kane. He was like bipolar or something. There were moments where he was unstoppable, and then other moments where he just couldn't do
And then
anything.
there was
right.
moments where he was trying to pluck his tag team partner's eye out.
Yeah, right.
And
then that same tag team partner, when he gets hit by Alberto Del Rio's car, he gets all concerned and is calling for medics. Go figure.
I want to get your thoughts. With The Rock and his schedule, how come The Rock hasn't wrestled on like Raw or SmackDown yet?
Because people just want to see him at the pay-per-view. You get more of an appeal to not seeing him wrestle. And then finally seeing it.
Again,
At a pay-per-view.
it brings in the celebrity factor. Because that's what he is. But also, if he was to go on Raw and wrestle, he would have to bury somebody.
Yeah.
And then the
3MB.
Smarks already hate
3MB.
Smarks already hate The Rock for whatever
reason.
God knows what reason. But but to his credit, he hasn't really buried anybody.
Yeah.
And he didn't.
No.
And he's not going out there. He's not taking out 3 people at a time. I mean, come on. He's not like John Cena's buried more people within the past month than The Rock has in his whole return.
Yeah.
So I mean, you gotta. I give him credit for that. He's not burying young talent.
But here's my thing though. You have 7 weeks till after Chamber is 7 weeks till WrestleMania.
Right.
Wouldn't you consider putting him on Raw?
In a match?
Yeah, in a match. Why not?
What does he need to? His only feud is with Punk. They're not gonna have him and Punk have a match against each other until Mania, or depending on how it ends at Elimination Chamber.
Right. Look, I'm not saying it wouldn't be nice. It would be nice to see him wrestle.
Of course.
On Raw.
Well, they keep talking
but I just feel like he's too big an attraction that they're gonna just let him have a match on Raw right now.
They keep talking about how the Raw's viewership keeps going down. Why not put Rock in the match? Maybe it'll boost.
Maybe they can. No, I think it could do some. It could do something.
Not long term. Maybe the one night.
Yeah, not long term. That's not going to do anything long term. But I mean, you got to take these shows one at a time. And
here's my thing. They'll make it as all the Rock's gonna wrestle on Raw. This is the first time he's wrestling on Raw since blankety blank something. I don't know when the last time he wrestled on Raw.
Yeah.
But they'll hype it up to be a good, Raw. That's how I see it. Makes sense.
I don't know. I disagree.
Hey, we finally got to disagree for once. Me and you actually agree on something.
Yeah. Well,
it's shocking.
Yeah, but I do think it would.
I think it would help.
Yeah, it would. But again, it's not a long term thing because The Rock won't be there.
Well, no, like I said, they'd hype it up just like a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
They'd be like, oh, The Rock's return match on Raw, blah blah blah, this and that against someone, blah blah blah.
Yeah. Like why not have him on Raw? Well, if they're gonna have him on Raw, I would figure in terms of wrestling, maybe the Raw after WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Just something, and that'd just be nice to see him on Raw, like on Raw Wrestling again, or even SmackDown where he first started. Well, not first started.
It
but
wouldn't be SmackDown because SmackDown's taped.
I know, which is unfortunate, but it happens. We have the Chamber on Sunday.
I want to point out, so I won't be here tomorrow or Friday. I'm still gonna watch TNA, even though you guys won't.
I will watch TNA.
We will watch TNA
and NXT, and I will send over what I thought of them to Ant-Man or something.
Ant-Man.
You got it.
The eagle-eyed Ant-Man. He could read up.
Ant-Man in the house.
Goodness.
You guys want to have that sweet rap intro?
I know. I noticed that.
Shows.
I'm gonna have to record it and just play it before every song.
That was an original.
So, Chamber card. They added 2 matches. Cesaro versus The Miz for the U.S. title.
Why is he even there?
They're in a feud. I'm going to pick Cesaro.
I picked Cesaro.
Alright, clean sweep there. And they added a Divas match.
Yes!
Caitlyn.
Tamina versus Caitlyn. For the Divas title. Rob.
Caitlyn.
Ant.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I like Caitlyn more. I'm certainly not saying I don't like her more. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I do think
they're not giving it to Tamina.
Yeah, it'll be Caitlyn too. I think that's because of the lack of. What's the word we were using? Build up. There's no build up.
Yeah, I know.
So I mean, how are you gonna just change?
It's like they had build up, then they nixed it.
Yeah.
And then this week brought it back.
All of a sudden.
Yeah. They need an extra match.
Caitlyn for another clean sweep.
And I think Caitlyn versus AJ might happen at Mania. I'm hoping for it.
Yeah.
So those are the only 2 they added, and now
I want to see AJ versus Tamina. I don't care.
Now we get to the big ones.
What about the pre-show tag match?
Oh, pre-show
This is
the Monsters of Funk versus. I guess they didn't break us. Road Scholars.
No, it's one time only. They're rejoining forces for one time only, probably to lose. Because I don't see why else they would.
Yeah.
They could just have Primo and Epico lose.
Yeah.
But
Your picks?
Monsters of Funk.
Yeah, obviously. Monsters of Funk.
Like why would they put them back for one night only for them to win? That would just say, oh, let's keep the tag team together.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll lose. Maybe they'll end up hating each other. You know what I mean? Like one blames the other for the loss.
I guess it's another clean sweep. Monsters of Funk. That's where I'm going. Now we get to the main card. Even though the Divas match and Cesaro and Miz is on the main, but this is This is where all the blankety goes down. Seth Rollins, Ambrose, and Reigns versus Cena, Ryback, and Sheamus.
Everybody loves this match.
I know.
Everybody's looking forward to this.
My call is Cena pinning Seth Rollins.
Ant-Man?
I'll be very specific. I'm not even going to say
a part of me,
the faces will win. This is how it's going to happen.
There's a part of me that is really hopeful that the Shield won't lose. And it's a foolish part.
It is a foolish part.
Because they're going to lose. Because
they're going to lose.
Unless there's a big heel turn by one of the faces there.
That's what I was thinking.
Unless one of them, you know... And I don't see why they would do that either, because, I mean, the Shield has attacked all three of them at this point.
Yeah.
So I guess it would be... and again, Cena's on the other team, so we all know what year it is.
It is the year of Cena.
So I do think Rob might have the right idea.
Because unfortunately, it appears that Seth Rollins is the Darren Young of the Shield.
Yeah. But I'll go with Cena pinning...
Roman Reigns.
I don't know. This is a tough one.
Roman Reigns.
Ambrose will not get pinned.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. No, he's the voice of the Shield. He's the best promo cutter.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would be more impressive to see...
I feel like you're right. I feel like it will be Seth Rollins.
Yeah. But I'm saying it would be more impressive if it were Cena pinning Roman Reigns, since he's physically the biggest.
Yeah.
But it's going to be Seth Rollins.
I have to go with the Shield. Because I think...
I want the Shield to win.
I think everybody does.
You think the Shield's going to win with John Cena going to the main event of WrestleMania?
But here's my thing, though. You can't bury the Shield.
Well, they're going to.
If it happens, then the Shield... There's no reason why we had the Shield then.
That's
true.
Know? But they've done that before, John. And
I know they've done it with the Nexus, but I figured they'd do something different.
Not even the Nexus. They've done it with everybody that goes against John Cena.
I know.
Everybody.
Well, that's why Ambrose pointed out the Cena factor. You know?
And they're going to lose. That's unfortunate.
But I got the Shield, Ant-Man.
No, unfortunately, like I said, I want to go with Shield, but I have to go with
we don't even pick the team. We're just saying Cena.
Yeah. Cena is the team.
Yeah.
Oh, I got Ambrose pinning Cena, okay?
That's not going to happen.
That would be awesome, though.
That would be.
But, I mean, in the year of Super Cena, I really don't think... Yeah. No, it's going to be tough.
I know.
Wait a second.
Next, we'll get the World Heavyweight title match out of the way. Big Show versus Del Rio. Rob?
Del Rio.
Ant-Man?
So we've lost all passion.
It's got to be Del Rio. This is sad. I mean, it's like we have no variety here.
No.
Del Rio. I think Del Rio retains and is going to WrestleMania with the Big Show. Hopefully, really out of the title hunt this time. This is ridiculous.
It's sad, because I like when we disagree, because it's always fun while we're watching.
Yeah, right?
See who's, even if we don't have money on it or whatever, just see, like, oh, by points, who's ahead.
No, I know. Maybe we'll do that after Maybe we'll do that after WrestleMania. Start something up.
I don't know.
We'll get I guess we'll get the champion match out of the way.
What's the last match?
No. Punk versus Rock.
Oh, I totally forgot.
That's right.
Everyone, how did you guys forget about that?
Because it's so one-sided.
Yeah.
No, I just didn't remember.
Jericho versus Bryan versus Orton versus Henry versus
Swagger
versus Swagger.
Swaganomics.
We'll start with Ant-Man this time.
This is the Elimination Chamber.
Winner gets a World Heavyweight title shot at WrestleMania 29 at MetLife in New Jersey.
I feel like the build for Swagger is just too quick.
Well,
but it makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes so much sense to have him. Who are the heels in this match again? Mark Henry, Jack Swagger.
Who else?
That's it.
The rest are face.
Everyone else is face.
Alright, then I'll have to go with Jack Swagger.
Rob?
His gimmick just goes so well with against Del Rio's Latino thing.
It does, which has me...
Well, even if you think about it, if you have Show win, it would become a triple threat match.
It would.
Who else would you put in that match?
You can't put Orton. You can't put Henry. You can't put Kane.
Why not Henry?
I don't want to see Henry.
Nobody wants to see Mark Henry.
If they're gonna push Henry, regardless of
I really don't
Del Rio, you can have him destroy Big Show.
I don't want to see another Mark Henry push.
He was so dominant as champion.
Same.
It's the
But
same
he was
thing.
so dominant.
I know he is, but they're always the same. Honestly.
It's the
There's always-
same
He's
thing.
destroyed Orton at Hell in a Cell.
No,
Come on.
No, I agree with that. But every one of his title reigns or title, his pursuit of the title is the same thing.
Yeah, but it works
He
so
leaves
well.
a path of destruction,
And it's done
and
so
Kane is always included.
Yep.
And he's in the Elimination Chamber, so I think we all know who's going to eliminate Kane.
well.
Unless,
We
Daniel
both-
Bryan has a spot there where
We
he
both
gets
know
to-
that D-Bry, Kane aren't going to win.
Right, obviously we know
When you're in a tag team, you don't win.
that.
That's true.
So you just take them out. What are the last four choices?
Yeah. Those would be Jericho, Randy Orton, Mark Henry, and Jack Swagger.
Maybe Jericho. That's my pick.
But again,
So what?
this is all depending on heel turns.
Well, also,
Heel turns between now
Orton
and
actually could work
WrestleMania.
either way.
Orton can work either way, but why I see Jericho? Because they can continue the feud with Ziggler.
Yeah. Yeah.
All makes sense.
It could. Like if it turns out to be a triple threat and Jericho wins, Dolph could end up having Jericho lose. Whether it be Big Show or Del Rio getting the victory over
Definitely.
Jericho and then cashing in his Money in the Bank afterwards.
Yeah. Should Jericho win the
That could work.
title?
That could work.
Yeah, there's a
Ziggler
lot.
casts- Cashes it in
Either
on
way,
Jericho.
with our guess of either a triple threat involving Jericho or just Del Rio and Swagger, you have both backstory with Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah.
With him and Jack Swagger being a
definitely.
team and then destroying Swagger.
Right.
Or him and Jericho having a feud against one another.
Definitely.
Mhm.
All makes sense. But we'll find out Sunday.
But my pick is Swagger.
I would like to see
Second pick is Jericho.
Your pick is Swagger as well?
that. Yeah, at this point, I mean, goodness, I mean, it's really tough. It is. Because I'm trying to, like I said, there's only 2 heels in the matches, but there is plenty of time to give somebody a turn.
Yeah.
And if anybody's going to get the turn, I think it would be Randy Orton.
Although Swagger not being able to cut promos
I
doesn't
know.
look good.
That's what
going
I'm
into
saying though.
WrestleMania.
That's why I'm almost hesitant to pick
Yeah.
Jack Swagger, because that guy can't do all the talking for him.
No.
So I'm
You gotta. Wrestlers have to talk eventually.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, he's talking already, but
Bobby
it's not that
Lashley
good.
did pretty well as champion.
I
for a
feel
while.
like they're building something between Mark Henry and Randy Orton with
'Cause
SmackDown.
they've had those matches over and over again.
Yeah, and
kinda hoping
Henry
not.
Henry's come out on top of those twice already. So I figure Randy Orton might be the one to eliminate Mark Henry.
Maybe.
He could win the whole
They
thing.
could just have a match against each other at Mania.
Well, that was my second choice would be
Orton.
Orton, but I'm sticking with Jericho right now. All different again. I like it.
All
I
right,
think it
so
really does
you're
come-
going Swagger.
It really
Swagger.
comes down to
I'll
Swagger
go-
and
I'll go
and
Orton.
Jericho.
I'll go Orton. I'll go.
But
I'll
I
go
think
Swagger.
it's gonna end up with Orton and Mark Henry at WrestleMania against each other.
I just
Because after you pointed out that they've been having,
I don't
Can
know.
you not say that because we're going to be there live?
what's it matter? Everyone's gonna root for Orton.
Of course.
I just don't.
He just
I
keeps
feel
losing,
I
so he's
feel
gonna
like they're
have to win
gonna
at
give.
Mania.
They got to give Orton a push now. I mean, look, and I'm not even a Randy Orton fan. I couldn't stand him at one point. But I mean, what was his match last year against Kane?
Yeah, he lost. But like, what's the how can you push him when basically there's only main event guys right now,
Mhm.
and then not main event guys like jobbers pretty much.
But I
Where
mean,
no one really cares.
the
So you
thing-
put Orton against him, he's gonna win. Does it really count?
right. But the thing that works is
Right.
that nobody else
It's like
is
beating JTG. Does
right.
anybody care?
JTG.
I see what you're saying. I do.
And I got Jericho, and Ant-Man's got Orton, and Rob has Swagger.
But no, I don't know. Man.
I just feel like Orton hasn't been in the. Was he in the title picture 2 years ago? No, he was against Punk, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like he hasn't been in the title picture for a while. I'm not saying I want him as champion. I'm just saying he hasn't been in the title picture for a while.
You know,
He could be due.
I think
It's
that
possible.
even if you can't cut a good promo,
Mhm.
as long as you could say something that'll get you heat,
Yeah.
you could ride that for 7 weeks.
It would-
All you have to do is say now, like, the crowd sucks, and the hometown, and you're good.
If it feels
I
like
think Jack Swagger could ride 7 weeks of non-promos.
I do feel if Swagger was to win, If Swagger was to win, it would definitely be a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
No, it would be.
Because
Something
giving
finally.
they're giving a young guy that big a match at WrestleMania. That's awesome.
Let's hope it doesn't last 18 seconds.
Well, I mean, I think we could all agree that he might. No, he could win it. He could win it just because he Dolph beat him.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be pretty cool.
That would be.
Because the guy can wrestle. That's the thing. There's so many guys that were amateur wrestlers or anything go into wrestling, and as long as it's a mat-based style of wrestling, they're good. I mean, you were talking about Bobby Lashley before. He wasn't that good because they had him as a powerhouse,
right,
and not a grappler.
Actually, speaking of mat wrestling, they got rid of wrestling in the Olympics.
They did. I couldn't believe that when I read that yesterday.
Unbelievable.
Sucks.
That needs to change.
Yeah, I hope so.
Well, maybe they did that so they can put in WWE style wrestling.
Yes.
In the Olympics. Yes.
It's not fixed though.
Storylines going into the Olympics.
You guys doing
Olympic
shooting star presses.
Yes.
What? That hurt the guy doing it. I know, but it looks amazing.
And then, when they gave him the gold medals on the podium, someone attacks, blindsides them during the national anthem, hits him with a chair, takes the gold medal for themselves. That'd be amazing. Or the lights go out during the national anthem.
It's the Undertaker.
That'd be pretty cool.
As everyone thinks when the lights go out, it's the Undertaker. Next.
And they can have segments where the competitors are missing, and then somebody from another country has a semi-truck and rams it into
something.
Yeah. They're tied up in an ambulance, and somebody rams a semi-truck into it.
Hey, that would actually get people to watch the Olympics.
Yes, it would.
Watch it at that point.
I think it's a good idea.
Wow.
They're writing better
that.
Storylines for something that lasts a week or two.
Yeah.
Than WWE does every day.
And they can have this storyline about someone stealing the Olympic torch.
The Olympics are not. The Winter Olympics are fun to watch because I like curling. So much fun to watch.
I thought that was a joke. I didn't know what curling was until one of my other friends said,
intense.
"Oh, I love watching curling." So I found out what it was.
You watch curling there?
It has to be a joke.
I'm trying to figure out if you're serious or not.
Yeah, I'm serious.
You're
just sliding something across. There's no athletic ability in that.
But it's fun to watch.
It takes 3 people to do it too, because then they have those.
Yeah, you have the brooms.
Brooms.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. Okay, all right. No, I guess everyone has their taste.
That really shouldn't be in the Olympics, though.
What are you talking about?
It's funny though because if just some of the sports that are considered Olympic sports, and then you take wrestling out.
Yeah. I'm not just saying curling. There's other sports in the Olympics that I think should be taken out. They're not anything.
Right.
Let's get to the main event. As we all know, Punk versus Rock. I almost said Runk there for a second.
Yeah, you almost did what I did.
Runk Pac.
The Pac.
CM Punk versus Rock. If The Rock gets himself disqualified or counted out, Punk wins. Now it's interesting that we talked about why he added the stipulation.
Mm-hmm. Could
there be interference?
I feel like that stipulation was put in there so Punk can win.
That's what I'm thinking.
Because it's 7 weeks from now to Mania, you probably want the title on Raw more often than not.
Yeah.
So it probably Punk probably does win this one. You know,
I think so.
Makes sense.
It's sad though, because we talked about Punk winning at Elimination Chamber before they had the stipulation, just to have him hold the title for 7 weeks and drop it again.
Mm-hmm. So I mean, I don't know. Would they give it back to him just after they broke that streak?
I don't know. Like I said, I got Punk. I think he'll continue with the 400 and something every days, and continue with that. Because technically he never lost it. He got screwed.
He technically lost it.
No, he got screwed.
The 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
Not right. Not fair.
What I don't know is if Punk,
he beat him with the people's elbow.
If Punk loses, what are they going to do with him leading up to Mania and at Mania?
Well, like I said, I think it all depends on Undertaker. Undertaker...
Stop.
Undertaker's ruining everything.
Yeah, he is ruining everything. Because let me tell you, if he comes out and says, I'm not going to wrestle this year, okay, now we can have something for Punk. Make it a triple threat at WrestleMania. But if Undertaker says, okay, I'm going to wrestle, obviously, Punk's going to want his respect, and Taker's going to be like, you have to earn it first. And yeah, that's our WrestleMania match.
Taker's gonna say, to be the man, you gotta beat the man. He's gonna take off his trench coat and hat and start elbowing it.
Woo!
Yes, and he's gonna do that too.
He'll throw one elbow and then not be able to get back up.
Yes, he'll take a year to recover from that too.
It'll take him about 30 minutes just to get down the stage, so I think we're gonna be able to take like a 10-minute nap by the time he gets to the ring on WrestleMania.
Yeah, that's the bathroom break.
But that's the Chamber card. It has potential to be a good pay-per-view.
Oh, it does. It does.
I mean,
it certainly has a better card than what it looks like WrestleMania.
Minus the Divas match.
The only thing I would add, or not add, but change the tag team match, make it Elimination Chamber.
Yes,
I agree.
Even if you're gonna have John Cena win at the end, just put it in the Chamber. It's at the pay-per-view Elimination Chamber.
Okay.
And to have one Chamber match is kind of yeah. Like, really? I mean, you've had 2 Chamber matches every year, and for this one, you're not going to have a second one just because, the WWE title's in a singles match with Punk. That shouldn't be why you don't have the Elimination Chamber match.
They really could have had that be an Elimination Chamber match. They didn't even need it just being one-on-one. On both sides, I think.
You're right.
Okay.
Because essentially, you could have just had them at the end up facing each other.
Right.
Just have it come down to Del Rio and Big Show or Punk and Rock.
That's the main event. Well, not the main. That's the card for the Elimination Chamber. A quick thing on TNA: Bully Ray tore his quad muscle.
No! Check Bully!
Oh God!
Oh God! Check Bully! He tweeted that still trying to rehab his quad muscle. Might have a slight tear. Happened in a tables match. Gotta work through the pain.
Oh wait, this was from the tables match that we saw last week?
I think so.
Oh, it's fake. Okay. Alright. Because we know that
he did tweet about it. He said
all that stuff was taped already.
Okay.
That wasn't live. They have the little hashtag thing in the corner saying Impact Live. And after watching it, I now know it's not live.
It's not live.
Because we have the spoilers to them.
Yeah. We get spoilers in quite a few days in advance.
Yeah. And that was...
That's taped. How I know that every time there's an X Division match, Kenny King's involved.
But like that one was at least taped a week or two prior to it airing.
Mm-hmm.
So if he tweeted about it now, that's 3 weeks ago. It's fake. He would have tweeted about it 3 weeks ago.
That's right.
Before it even aired, if it was real.
That's true.
Unless he's that dedicated.
I really hope he's not injured. Because Bully Ray's had a good run. And even I was a skeptic when they started pushing him as a singles competitor. But you know, so far I like what I see. I really do.
I think it's the TNA environment works for his character.
Doesn't it?
If it was in the WWE, he wouldn't be over.
Yeah. Yeah. I totally agree with that.
Which is nice.
Yeah.
The different promotions have that different backstage feel and all that.
Speaking of, good segue, Mr. Rob.
Oh.
There's backstage news on Rock and Cena.
Stop it. Stop your backstage news.
A WWE source
in the internets. You get your hopes up.
That while fans have complained at the idea of having Cena versus Rock 2 at WrestleMania 29 this year.
I don't even understand why people would complain about that.
About what? Complain about what?
Rock and Cena 2.
Rock Cena 2. No one wants to see it again.
People want to see it.
There are people who want to see it again.
Why?
People need to stop saying nobody wants to see it.
Yeah, when it's just you, John, who doesn't want to see it.
No, it's not just John. There's a bunch of smarks out there who don't want to see it either. You know, just because they hate it.
Just because of the whole once-in-a-lifetime thing.
Right.
But aside from that, it makes perfectly good sense. And then the trilogy. The end of the saga.
They have suggested other opponents for Cena Rock. No match is going to make the company more money and sell more pay-per-views than Rock and Cena 2.
And that's
because of this, many people within WWE would be very surprised if Rock and Cena 2 didn't happen this year.
That's why my pick is The Rock for the pay-per-view. They're adding a stipulation for no reason. He's going to win anyway.
I think, again, John's right, though. It depends on whether Taker's coming back or not. Because if Taker's coming back...
Taker's not coming back. He shouldn't come back. He shouldn't come back. He shouldn't even look at a ring.
I agree. I kind of agree with that. But I'm saying here is if Undertaker doesn't show up, then Punk might win to stay in the title picture for the triple threat.
Mhm.
If Taker does show up, Punk is out of the title picture by losing to The Rock.
I think
And Cena and Rock will have the stage to themselves again.
I think that they don't necessarily need Undertaker. I think that they could somehow work a Punk Brock Lesnar match.
Oh, that's what other people want to see too.
I think that they could easily do it. You know what I mean?
Could happen.
They could easily go from, alright, Taker's not wrestling, Punk's out of the picture. What other storylines are relatively close to him? And it could be easily reasoned that him versus Brock Lesnar could happen. Or even as a tag match, him and Lesnar versus two people.
Yeah.
Easily could happen.
It could. It could.
You don't need Undertaker at WrestleMania. Especially when he can't walk. And obviously I say that, he can walk. There are pictures of him at events and stuff. He's obviously standing. It's just
how mobile can he
yes,
be in the ring
yes.
without potentially... Because, let me tell you something. He's at an age where one injury can just end it all.
Yeah.
And maybe he wants to end it off with the end of an era match. Because it would be... I guess that's a fitting way to go out.
Yeah.
Right?
Speaking of Rock and Punk, would there be any twist happening in this match since they added the stipulation?
They could have Brock Lesnar involved.
Ant-Man?
Add a stipulation to...
Well, since they added the stipulation to the Punk Rock match, could there be any twists and turns in this match?
I think there can be plenty of.
But here's the thing is, Punk can still be disqualified.
Yeah.
Yes.
The stipulation is Rock can't win by DQ, and he can't
be counted
out. It doesn't mean he can't get attacked by somebody and still retain.
No, like...
Because that would be CM Punk getting disqualified.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, CM Punk... CM Punk getting disqualified doesn't change anything. It just makes him lose.
If someone attacks Punk, he wins, essentially.
Yeah.
I think that you guys said that on yesterday's show.
And I figured the only way that there would be interference that would, let's say an F5 to the Rock on the outside while the ref is out. Rock gets counted out, you know? There's always that possibility. I don't know if... I don't think Lesnar's going to show up to Elimination Chamber anyway.
No.
How about Brock helping The Rock to set up Punk?
Now that would just be random.
To set up Brock versus Punk would work, actually.
But why would Brock just go out and attack
It doesn't
CM
make
Punk?
sense.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It doesn't
make sense
in a
to
way.
attack Vince and then
Hold on.
Miz. Well, Miz
but they could do this though.
Mm.
Since maybe he's a little jealous that Paul Heyman's not focusing on him.
I just saw that right before you started saying it. Right before you started saying it.
Well, say that again. Say that again.
Lesnar would be jealous that
Punk's getting all the attention.
Punk's getting all the attention.
Okay.
He comes out and F5's Punk.
Because, I mean,
Paul Heyman's like, why'd you do that? Why'd you do that?
You don't need Lesnar Triple H.
No.
For it all works with Paul Heyman being there.
Mm-hmm.
He attacked Vince because he was going to fire Paul Heyman.
Right.
He attacked Miz for talking trash to Paul Heyman.
And pushing him.
Yeah.
So why not?
That little baby push.
Yeah.
That barely moved Lesnar.
Yeah.
So it could be reasoned that it doesn't have to do with Brock Lesnar or Triple H.
No.
It could be Brock Lesnar or Punk.
So basically you're saying face turn for Punk. Or face turn, because it would be a face turn for Punk if he's attacked by Lesnar.
Yeah.
I guess nothing is...
It's not that far-fetched.
No, it's not that far-fetched, but I mean, I think then you just have too many storylines going on there. Cause
For Mania? Come on.
Why not?
Mania's a big show.
Mania is a big show.
And you really think they're going to take away from Cena Rock?
What do you mean?
Because look, if
I'm not saying you're going to put the matches right after each other.
If Lesnar attacked Punk,
right,
Punk gets the title. Because
That's
you see what I'm saying?
Okay, but
Punk retains the title. Rock has his rematch clause, and Cena still has his title shot from the Royal Rumble.
Fatal 4-way, baby.
Do you really think that's going to happen? Damn. Sorry, guys.
Well, hold on. Wait a second, though.
Well,
this is WrestleMania. Time out. Wait a second. This is WrestleMania. Might as well have the 4 biggest stars. I was saying about 3, and then Brock Lesnar. Oh my God.
They won't do that. It'll be Rock and Cena.
Huge.
I'm just trying to figure out how
huge money to be made.
Punk to do something else.
Right.
You
Punk
put those guys on a fatal 4-way?
Because you can't have Brock attack The Rock.
Wait a second. Wait a second. Brock already has a feud. He had a feud with Cena already. So that could work. Maybe Rock and Brock had a feud back then.
They did
So
have
which
a
could
feud in
work.
the back. What could end up
add
happening?
another feud to it with him and Punk.
What you're saying? Oh no! What you can do here is switch it up. What if Brock? Brock is still aligned with Paul Heyman. All right, Punk is there too. If Brock were to show up, and Brock Lesnar does rash things. He doesn't think things through. Attacks The Rock. Costs Punk the title match.
Yeah.
Punk doesn't appreciate this.
The only problem with that is then Rock will want retribution against Brock.
But he has 7 weeks to do it, though, between now and WrestleMania. Again, either way, I think Brock Lesnar getting involved doesn't really do anything for the story. It could do something for the storyline, but it doesn't make sense at this point.
Because if you...
He could have Punk lose by countout. He could distract Punk while he's on the outside. Punk doesn't make it back in and he loses.
Because the Shield's not getting involved. I don't think so. No, Brad Max isn't going to get involved.
Not after the beating they're going to receive from John Cena.
Yeah,
Brad Max is not going to get involved. So, who's left? Like I said, they added there was a stipulation made for a reason. That it would have been maybe a cage match.
Or it was added for no reason.
Or added for no reason.
They just added it to make it seem like there was a reason.
I was thinking, maybe Rock goes in a ladder match or...
To get that extra buy rate.
To get that extra, yeah, exactly.
So what's going to happen? We got to pay for it. And then nothing happens.
Yeah, right.
Classic.
So, it's actually, it should be an interesting pay-per-view. I'm looking forward to it, and then we're on the road to WrestleMania. After that, we're all on the road to WrestleMania.
We've already been on the road.
Well, they better start getting that card together, because
we don't need road.
It is not very impressive at this point.
It's not, but like I said, they have 7 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
7 weeks to get their blank together.
You could just say stuff.
I was thinking of an S word, but I wasn't thinking stuff. Okay? By the way,
well, they better hurry.
Speaking of bad words, you can say bitch on the radio now.
Yeah.
I was listening to Boomer and Carton last night. I was listening to Eric Carton say,
is that
bitch.
FM or AM or something? What is that?
FM?
No, you could say it these days, I think.
I did not know that. Interesting.
What I want to know is what's going on with your hair. It seems like throughout the show your hair's been just getting crazier and crazier over there.
Well, no, I wear my hat. This is another good segue that I have a hat here and with a list of WWE wrestlers. It's not all of them because we were running out of time before and we have to actually cut the show short a little later.
It's going to need to be really fast.
Do I get to reach in and take the...
Well, no, I have to explain what we're doing here. We're going to
put a bunch of names in a hat. We'll pick one at random.
WWE roster.
Well, you said TNA also.
Oh, TNA is not. TNA will be in a different hat.
Okay.
But this will do WWE wrestlers that go to TNA. And how they will do and all that kind of stuff.
Are you saying hypothetically?
Yes, hypothetically.
How would they do in TNA?
How would they do?
Is it only wrestlers or is it divas too?
No, it's only wrestlers right now because I didn't get to the divas yet,
I
so...
like how you separated wrestlers from divas.
Yeah, because they're different. Come on, Ant-Man, pick it up.
Ant-Man?
Yeah, I get to pick.
We gotta do this fast.
Alright. Let's see what I got here.
Let's see it.
Oh, gosh.
Change it. Say a different name.
I don't want this. I got the Big Show.
What would he do?
The same thing he does in the WWE. If the Big Show were to go to TNA...
Maybe he'll do a top rope drop kick. A missile drop kick.
Well, of all the people that...
You know what? He'll go to TNA and align with Hulk Hogan again.
Yeah, that'd be it.
He'll grow his hair out.
He'll grow his...
That's all that's gonna happen.
No, but I could legitimately see just him and Hogan.
I can't even see Big Show able to move around in the TNA ring.
Yeah, they'd just be running laps around him.
It is a smaller ring, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it looks like a smaller ring.
It's a small ring, and everybody's faster in TNA.
Yes.
Not
everybody.
Yeah.
Even the big guys are faster in TNA.
Yeah. Well, what I could see him doing is he gets...
Why is Big Show even an option? Why'd you put his name in there?
He gets knocked out with one of the TNA title belts and just lays there for 30 minutes as someone cuts a promo.
No.
It just lays there.
Oh my gosh. People would be so mad about it.
But yeah, I think he'd be the same in TNA just like he is in WWE.
Yeah, he'll just be pushed as the Giant. Unless he gets a dancing gimmick. But TNA doesn't seem to do those dancing gimmicks.
No, wait. No, you're right. No, they don't. They did what VKM when the big fat oil
or they could give him the world's largest mathlete gimmick.
So they make that for it to make sense.
Yeah.
So I think
they have a big
Scott Steiner could.
Big Rob, Little Rob. They kind of dance. The fist bump.
Okay,
if
yeah.
it counts.
The Jersey Shore thing.
Yeah, if it counts as a thing.
I don't know if that counts.
That was I thought that conversation would take a lot longer than it did.
Hey, Rob.
What a poor first. I don't even want to do this now.
Just take somebody.
It's another big show. How many big shows did you rate?
Oh goodness, a big show.
Daniel Bryan,
That's far more interesting.
It
than
is.
That's
what I
far
got.
more interesting.
X Division champion.
Do you think that would be that's where they would put him immediately?
Yeah.
Or? Okay.
I mean, I don't know if they'd even use him.
Wow, that'd be
they're just
phenomenal. I
they're
I could already imagine some matches. That would
Too
be...
interested in booking Kenny
He
King
can
and
do
Z
Bryan.
Oh
Ryan.
my goodness.
To put-
Well, no,
Right.
stop. Wait a second. This is where after. This is the part I like to argue. You could actually do Bryan, Joe, Bryan Styles. You
But
have
Joe's
a
not
lot.
doing anything. It
I
seems
know.
that he's not doing anything. Styles isn't doing anything. Daniels is doing some weird gimmick that
Yeah.
I don't think fits him whatsoever.
No.
But I thought you were going to argue about the Austin Aries. Because he was champion.
Yes, he was. I can see Austin and AJ.
And imagine the
Austin
promos
and
he would
Bryan.
cut in TNA. They get away with a lot more because they're not PG.
I just think Daniel Bryan would thrive in TNA. To be
Yeah.
honest, he'd be
Yeah.
great in there.
He would.
They
But
do-
I'm actually glad he's in WWE.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
No, he's
Getting
still
the bigger
doing well.
paychecks.
He's still doing there well there.
he is, but like I said, I can't see him as TNA World Champion.
Why? Austin Aries was.
Austin, yeah, but
Austin Aries was.
you think TNA would be like, hey, this is smart, let's give him the title? No.
Yeah.
We have Jeff Hardy as our
Well,
champion.
if every time they
That's
get a
true.
WWE main eventer, they immediately put him in
Yeah.
the title picture. Right?
Yeah.
I figured
Right away.
that's what they would do too. Right?
Yeah.
Even if it's just for a week or so,
Yeah.
he'd at least be TNA champ for some point in time, and then thrown right into the
Yes.
X division.
Yep.
That was a lot shorter than even Big Show's topic.
Ant-Man?
No,
I
the
think it's
third
your
one
turn.
you should do it. Yeah.
Oh, you want me
The
to?
last one. Because that man's got. We gotta cut the show short.
Well, we still got time, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we do a couple more.
Okay.
Oof.
What is that?
Dolph Ziggler.
Champion. Everybody gets to be a champion but Big Show. Everybody. JTG. X Division champion. No, that won't work. Television champion. There we go.
Television champion.
Television champion. Sure.
I could see him in the main event.
JTG?
No, Dolph Ziggler.
Okay.
Dolph Ziggler in TNA.
You could, I guess. Have him beat Sting. Sting wrestle. Yeah.
The Joker Sting.
Joker
That's
Sting.
the Joker.
No!
Joker
No.
No more!
Sting. What
And
did
Somehow we got around today without having to watch a Joker Sting.
Oh,
Thank God.
man.
Thank
I forgot.
God. Thank
Yeah, that's
terrible.
God.
That's what we do
So
now.
But in all seriousness, Dolph Ziggler and TNA.
They could do something with them. Like Ant-Man said, they push guys really, really hard at first. Then at some point they get lost in the shuffle.
Mhm.
Would he be hyped too much though?
Dolph, no.
Like they hype.
I think
hype
that
every
I think
wrestler that goes to
they
TNA.
would do the obvious thing with him that WWE, at least at the moment, isn't. They would have him be champion. I'm not saying how long they would have him be champion or what he would do as champion, but they would get the title on him. Because he's a really hot commodity right now.
He is.
If for some reason in this subject that there's no 90-day compete clause, and he would just, boop, he was on TNA, he'd be champion.
I think he'd be put up a little higher than Daniel Bryan. If he were there, if they were both there, I think you'd see Ziggler in the main event more than.
I don't know, because
Daniel
there's
Bryan.
a lot of indie guys in TNA right now that might push for the idea of Daniel Bryan.
Okay.
It's a good
Because they've all
possibility.
probably wrestled him.
Like I said, he's got the talent. You know, talent's there.
Absolutely,
It's just,
yeah.
They both do, yeah.
it's just we don't run creative, so that's.
But
the
in
problem.
fairness, I would probably be a terrible creative guy. Because I come up with these great ideas, and then like the WWE does, they make no sense. They make no sense. They make sense when you hear them, but then if you think too far into it, they're like, what?
Yeah, right.
What? Where's this gonna go? Oh, I don't know.
So
I just have
that's
a beginning.
Dolph and TNA. Do you give him anybody though, like manager wise, or let him?
He doesn't need it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he's good enough to be on his own.
All right, Ant-Man, you have the Big Show. First, you
Well,
pick
make
the
it
Big
up.
Show. Make it up, buddy.
Yeah, right.
Bring it up to the
Watch
viewers.
me get the Miz now. Oh, I got too fast. Santino Morello.
Oh God.
Why?
Television champion.
You know what? I could see I
He
guess
has some segments.
Yeah, he'll get some
He'd be
segments.
the exact same guy as now.
He'll have his goofy segments.
Yeah.
That's it.
Although it'd be funny if they made him like a serious Russian or something.
Oh yeah.
That'd be pretty interesting. If
Then
they
have to
take
get Kozlov then.
Yeah,
if they take Santino Marella, and they give him just a polar opposite gimmick where he doesn't fool around, where he wins matches on his own and stuff like that, that'd be pretty funny.
Because he can't wrestle. We haven't been able to see that in WWE.
Yeah, they'll never show
Well,
that.
because half his matches are like 2 minutes.
Yeah, but he's got a goofy gimmick instead of a serious.
And he's got
the skills.
The most.
But when he had a serious gimmick, though, it wasn't too bad.
The most impactful finisher in the WWE today.
What? What?
The Cobra.
The Cobra. Oh, God. Okay, at least that was short and sweet.
They all have been short and sweet.
Except for Ziggler, we got Brian.
I had so many. Alright, let's see what this is.
Seeing cars in there.
I saw it. Really? I don't pick this one. Give me another one.
What is
Give me another. Why would you even write that
Is it
down?
Bo Dallas?
Or?
Who is
Why
it?
would you put Hornswoggle in the hat?
Yes.
Give me that.
No, that's your pick.
That's your
pick. I had to pick Santino in the Big Show. You
Well,
get
alright,
Hornswoggle.
you know what? I'll come up with something. Hulk Hogan did have that mini wrestling thing going on. I could see him doing something.
Yeah,
with
that's
Hornswoggle.
right.
I don't know what he would do.
I do remember a few years ago on SmackDown they used to have the juniors division.
Yeah.
Do you remember
the
seeing
minis.
that?
Yeah.
They were
Yeah,
really
the minis,
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were really good. Like at first, you think it's funny, but I mean, these guys were jumping in and out of the ring like nothing. It was unbelievable.
That's because they're. Never mind.
They're far more athletic than any Miz match. So.
Oh,
All right, John. Your turn. Giving me.
I know I'll get something better than Hornswoggle.
That's what I get for really digging into the hat. I get Hornswoggle.
Sin Cara.
Much better than Hornswoggle. X Division.
X Division.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, that's not even a question.
Yeah.
Keep that short and sweet.
That's it. X Division.
X Division.
You could pair, I guess you could pair him with
Ant-Man.
someone from Mexico, like Hernandez.
I
or
just know I'm
Chavo.
gonna end up getting the Miz. Who'd I got? Brock Lesnar.
Oh.
Why would he go to TNA? They can't pay him enough.
Yes.
It doesn't work out.
This is irrelevant.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll even discuss this. Although it'd be pretty funny though, because Kurt Angle's in
Kurt
TNA.
Angle's in TNA.
Yeah.
So you could have a rivalry right there.
Continue that feud.
Although they probably get Sting involved somehow.
My turn.
Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan
Hulk
involved.
Hogan.
They can't control Brock Lesnar, and the only one who can control him is Sting.
So, but I don't see him as champion.
Brock
Brock
Lesnar?
Lesnar?
Yeah, I don't see him
He
as
can
champion.
do it. They'll do it.
Yes. Are you kidding? They'll
He was in UFC.
as soon as he
They're
makes
on
his
the same
appearance,
channel.
they'll basically just give him the title.
Yeah. Over everybody.
All he has to do is walk in the door, and he'll be TNA champion.
I swear to God. If you put Hornswoggle back in there.
Bo Dallas.
Rey Mysterio.
X Division.
Well,
even
he's so beat
tag
up.
team.
I think he'd be a terrible.
I think,
division.
what if he's faking it? Like I said on an earlier show, I think him and Carl were faking it, trying to milk it one more year.
Did you
what
hear?
if he's actually faking it?
Yeah, right. Did
So
you
I'll
hear
go with
that?
X Division.
Did you hear that Rey Mysterio's surgeon might lose his license
Really?
because of malpractice and all that stuff?
Uh-oh.
That's
Too
why
bad-
he's needed so many
Rey
surgeries.
Mysterio, he's gotten so many surgeries from this guy, and now we find out the guy's been
Terrible.
screwing around with people's bodies.
He's putting
so-
like toys in his knee. He's not
Yeah,
really
right.
putting anything.
He's
in.
putting it together with like rubber bands and crazy glue.
Well, it'd be like the, in South Park, the movie where they put a potato in Kyle's heart.
Yeah, that's just
Yeah. There's just a potato in there. Yeah.
They put a potato.
They put a potato between the.
What do we got? What do we got? Oh, boy. JTG.
Jobber.
No.
Jobber.
They'd give him.
No, he'd
they'd
be a
give him
jobber
time.
in TNA
Jobber.
too.
He wouldn't start off as a jobber though.
He'd be the X Division jobber.
He can talk though. That's the thing is he can talk and he can wrestle. I don't know what the deal is.
Maybe. I mean, there are some people. I will say.
Put him in a tag team with somebody.
Crime Time.
Well, Shad doesn't wrestle anymore.
Yeah, I know. I think they could put him with someone. I mean...
Kenny King.
Yeah, there we go. There's a new Crime Time.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sick of Kenny King. Facebook message.
Always
Breaking
John.
news.
Always
I
John.
know.
He never thinks, maybe I should mute my computer.
Alright, Ant-Man.
Is this it? This is the big one. This is a.
Get
big
someone
paper.
good.
It's a big paper. It must be the big one.
It's.
Is it
I'm
Sheamus?
excited.
Uh.
CM Punk.
Ooh. He's been in TNA though.
Champion.
He's been in TNA though.
He has, and he feuded with Raven.
With the Raven.
And King of the Smarks argued with me about it, and I was right. He said that he wasn't. Yeah, I know, it's gonna hurt. He said he wasn't. He was never in TNA, and I said he was.
Boom.
And
Mickey
you look
James
it up.
was in TNA as well.
You look it up, and I was right. Suck it, King of the Smarks. Suck it hard. Suck it.
There we go.
Suck on that.
Very impressive. I'm impressed with that little story there.
It was. I'll never forget it.
I think we both owned them now.
Well, you didn't know. You weren't sure, but you didn't say no like he did.
Yeah, he said no
He
right
was
away.
no, that never happened.
No, it never happened.
It certainly did happen.
How nice is it though? Whenever you're in an argument with anybody,
I love it.
And you know for a fact that you're right, and this person is just stone cold saying absolutely not.
Yeah.
You know,
it feels good.
That was like when I was.
It feels really good.
When we were talking about The Rock when the Shield interfered.
Yeah.
At the People's Elbow, I knew for a fact that they came out right before the People's Elbow. And
with me and you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's nice that you had that moment with him because that's got to be just the most satisfying thing.
Yeah.
That's happened to you within the past however long it's been.
I liked him in Raven's Flock though. It was nice. Something different for him.
Was CM Punk was blonde at this point?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was blonde up until WWE.
I wasn't sure if he still had the Pepsi Plunge though. In TNA.
I think he did it in TNA.
All right, Rob. Making up for that. Making up for the last two picks.
What was my last pick? Rey Mysterio wasn't a bad pick.
Rey Mysterio, yeah.
Well, to John, it is a bad pick.
How do you have this one guy and not the brother? How do you have Jay? How do you not have just the Usos? I don't even know which one's Jay and which one's Jimmy. I can't even tell you.
Me neither. I can't tell the difference.
I can't answer this because I don't know who's who.
Well, I figure they're not going to sign just one.
Jay is the bigger, yeah.
They would just sign both.
Jay is the bigger one.
That's it?
I'm not going to say jobber, man. Like,
same thing. Single is a jobber. I think he's a jobber. Full out jobber in TNA. Alright, next.
I'm not sure if he can cut promos without his brother.
True.
Hey!
Oh wow!
What is it?
Let's prolong this discussion.
Yes,
what
let's
is it?
prolong it.
Who is
Shall
it? Who is it?
Ant-Man, you want to say?
It's you the one who made the pick?
Mr. Bo Dallas.
I'll take him in TNA. Like I said, I have no real problem with him.
Do you think he'd make it in TNA?
You think he'd make it? That's the question.
If you're related to a wrestler, you'll make it anywhere.
Okay.
Unless you're Manu.
Manu.
But where do you think they would put him? I mean, I haven't seen anything from him that would.
I don't think he's not really he's not a high flyer. So
Television champion.
That could be.
Or they could just pair him up with somebody and make him a tag champion.
Yeah.
That too.
No, let's keep talking about this.
Oh, okay.
We have to keep talking about Bo Dallas.
Like all I said is I don't have a problem with Bo
Would
Dallas.
he-
I just
would
want
he
him
cut
to
his
win
hair?
off of Barrett.
No, he wouldn't cut his
He
hair.
wouldn't cut his hair?
I think he won't. He will never be a TNA champion. Like the world heavyweight.
No, definitely
heavyweight, definitely not. Nor the X division.
Right.
Yeah, he's not really a high flyer or anything, so you can't.
He would
it's
be
like you can't. If you're in X division, you have to high fly.
He would be the leader
The
of
exception
Aces
is
and
Samoa
Eights.
Joe.
He'd be the leader of
Bo
Aces
Dallas
and
would be the
Eights.
revealed
Out of
leader
all
of
the
Aces and
people,
Eights.
Bo Dallas is the leader. Oh God. Oh God. Check out
You know
Bo.
what? Over time, they could push him to main event. They did
could.
it with America's Most Wanted.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
You can't. You can never say never.
Yoshitatsu.
X division.
X Division.
X division, never a champion though.
X
Never a
Division
champion.
He'll just be in
X
the X
division
division.
jobber.
He'll be a
I mean,
jobber
that's
for-
sort of unfair because it's the WWE and you don't know what he can't do.
He's got
But
talent.
he just
That's
seems
all I
really
know.
limited.
It's talent. He's just limited. Like getting punched in the face by Big Show.
Hey, you get punched in the face by Big Show. I'm not even gonna try to.
The fact
root
that
around
I
in
still
there.
can't get over that Big Show got snuck up on them.
You don't
Unbelievable.
even know how to spell Zack and Zack Ryder.
What? But I think Z.
You didn't even spell the last name right either.
I don't.
Let me see how he spelled it.
Ryder. Ryder.
Raider.
Well, that probably would be his name in TNA.
I could see this going two ways: TV champion or tag team champion with Robbie.
Robbie.
Yeah,
Unfortunately.
he'd fit in with that.
Unfortunately,
Perfectly with that.
he'd be the better of the two, though. I think.
And no Kane to push him off the stage. So
Yeah.
Wow.
Unless John just picked Kane, in which case.
No, I did not. I picked someone. Interesting.
Was it Jimmy Uso? Because it's not interesting.
No, it's John Cena.
Oh, he'd be champion.
He'd dominate TNA too.
Yeah.
He dominates TNA.
He would.
So that's the thing. You got those guys.
But once again, I'm gonna put the same thing out.
You got those guys.
You can't. They can't afford them.
But if they went for whatever reason
Mm-hmm.
to TNA, they'd still be the main eventers.
Yeah.
Like Randy Orton, John Cena, Sheamus at this point.
Mm-hmm.
It would never happen. But Triple H.
Right.
You'd have those guys that are, no matter what, they're the main eventers.
I'll go the extra mile and say that not only would John Cena win the title,
Longest reigning champion. He beat
Potentially-
Bobby Roode.
potentially.
Beat Bobby Roode's reign.
he'll single-handedly take out aces and eights. He will solve every problem that's ailing TNA right now.
Would he?
He would. And you'll see all those plants that TNA puts out there replaced with kids. And let's see, what else would happen? And he would be best friends with Sting.
Most likely.
I've known this guy since he was a kid.
Yes, even though
Start making stuff up.
just have like footage of them playing in a playground.
Yeah.
With Sting
weird.
edited in there.
Yeah.
You know?
Like that's the one you have to pick now. That one fell out of the hat.
That's Ant-Man. Ant-Man's next to choose. That was a good thing on Cena because you're probably right on most of it.
He would single-handedly beat aces and eights. He would solve that problem with no issues at all.
Blair would be out of a job.
Why is really David Otunga? Sadly enough, I think he would have a good run in TNA.
TV?
TV?
I think he'd have a good. He would fit in TNA. Actually,
Do you think they would push even harder that his wife is Jennifer Hudson?
That's
I-
a
you know,
possibility.
In fairness, in WWE, they're really just pushing him for himself.
Yeah,
They
they're
mention
not really
his wife,
doing.
but yeah, they don't push how much. I guess he'd be like B or C list.
Yeah, no, they don't do that much
Yeah.
anymore. And it was getting annoying at the time, and I was sick of it. And that was one of the reasons I couldn't stand Otunga because they kept plugging in Jennifer Hudson. But you know they've eased off of that.
Yeah.
And you know, I haven't seen David Otunga in a while though.
I know.
He's a good on-screen character.
Yeah, he's just a terrible wrestler. He's awful in the ring. He
And that-
botched a pin.
And that TLC promo.
I like.
What was that?
Was it the one with the lawyer commercial?
Yes.
I liked
Remember
it.
the video I showed you on YouTube?
Yeah.
What? Why are you standing like that?
I don't know.
What is this?
Oh,
It has to
boy.
be really short, right? Nope. Oh, it's getting longer. But he's not really an active wrestler. And he was already in TNA.
Who is it?
Billy Gunn. Billy Gunn.
Yeah,
What are you
Billy Gunn.
doing?
Billy Gunn.
Get out of here, man!
That's a waste of a pick.
You wasted ink and paper with that.
Wait a minute.
He's been in TNA.
He has been in TNA, but
So why would you put it in there? You have to like take him out. I assume Road Dogg's in there now because it's all Billy Gunn. R-Truth has to be taken out because he's been there.
Actually, R-Truth is not in here.
But you put Billy Gunn in the hat.
I didn't finish it, you jerk.
R-Truth.
R-Truth. We're back around to you, man.
Okay, let's see what we got.
Go ahead, it's your turn.
Is
I just
it?
picked Billy Gunn.
Yeah.
It's your
Well,
turn.
I'm going back to you.
Oh, okay.
It's cheating. He's waiting for the good ones.
Cheating.
I'm not cheating.
No, him.
I'm not cheating.
Let's see what we got here.
Road Dogg.
Kane.
We have that
this
already.
Is, this is,
Him
a,
and-
this
him
is a
and-
tough one, actually.
He'd be the new Abyss.
It's a tough.
Whoa, Abyss! You lost weight.
That's tough because Abyss. Well, yeah.
tattoos are
Abyss's
gone.
brother. Yeah, when he made his debut in the WWE, he's Undertaker's brother. He'll be Abyss's brother this time.
His cousin.
His cousin, yeah, because Abyss already has a brother
Yeah.
in Joseph Parks.
Yeah.
I figure that Kane in the WWE in TNA,
He'd be best.
they'd put him up there.
He would get the
They'd put
title.
him up into the title picture. He's a big name.
He is.
One of the big stars in the Attitude Era.
But obviously you can't call him Kane. What would you call him? I think the Big Red Dork works. It's just my
I think you
opinion.
need to shut up.
Glenn
Glenn Jacobs.
If they
No,
can use that.
just Glenn. Glenn.
Glenn.
Or they'll spell Cain differently.
Yeah.
Like Cain from the Bible would be Cain.
They can
Yeah.
still use the K though. Kain.
Yeah, I mean just spell it.
They
a
get it
different way.
really, really close to the original.
Yes, that's as close as possible.
And then
And then his theme song would be
a remix.
the theme
a
that
rap
he had.
version.
No, when Kane came out with that theme song before the one he has now, I felt like that's the type of theme he would have in TNA.
But a rap version, right?
Yeah, some well, yeah, I don't even want to acknowledge that really, but it could be, But no, what I do like about TNA is that they tend to not have too many singing songs with singing.
Yeah, just melody.
Kurt Angle has a stupid rap, but it is mostly instrumentals in TNA, and I like that.
All right, Wade Barrett. Looks like there's a lot of V's in this, though, and there's no V's in his name.
It's my horrible penmanship.
What would Barrett do? I don't
I can
know.
see him
He'd be
in
in Aces and Eights.
Yeah, he would definitely fit in that.
He'd be the new guy to cut
brawl.
promos.
Huh?
He'd be the new guy to cut promos.
Right.
With his accent and everything. He'd be masked, and you wouldn't know it's him.
No, he'd fit well, too.
He would.
I think he'd fit just as well as, say, CM Punk would.
CM Punk would be the leader.
Mm-hmm. I feel like if CM Punk were to get into TNA now, let's say that happened, right?
Okay.
But let's say he's a breach of contract or whatever. If he were to join TNA, he'd automatically be Aces and Eights leader.
Oh, definitely.
Without a doubt. Even though it makes no sense.
He wants revenge.
Obviously, one slip, so you want to read it?
Chris Jericho. Obviously champion.
Yeah.
He'd be there forever.
TNA Heavyweight Champion. It wouldn't be there forever.
And he'd still lose to John Cena.
Yeah.
He'd still lose to John Cena.
The question is,
he
would he
would
still be using the trunks?
He would never use the Walls of Jericho again. He would just do the Lion Tamer.
Yeah.
There wouldn't even be a question about it.
Right.
Would they let him use his name, though? Would they let him use Chris Jericho?
No, he'll go in as Fozzy.
I think it's...
Why the heck did I put this in here?
I don't know, why'd you put Hornswoggle in there? Why'd you put Jey Uso in there? Why'd you put Billy Gunn in there?
I don't know why I put this one.
A lot of questionable decisions from John this
morning. The Great Khali.
He'd probably just be, you know what he would be? Like a muscle man.
Put a mask on him, he's related to Abyss.
He's just way taller
He's
than
a
Abyss.
long-lost cousin.
They just have to keep giving Abyss family members.
Yeah.
That's all.
If they're going to use him at all.
Abyss, this is your long-lost
Well, you could have him in
brother.
Davari do something.
Hey, look, let me put it this way. If any WWE main eventer is going to TNA and he's a face, they'll be best friends with Sting.
Yeah.
If it's a main eventer but a heel,
they're going to face Sting.
They'll face Sting. Because Sting just has to be involved in everything.
Yeah.
And I think, what do you call it? Joker Sting needs to make a reappearance.
Stop it.
Next.
What about Joker Sting in the WWE?
John, why are you not picking it?
Joker Sting in the WWE would be phenomenal.
You picked Cully and then didn't really answer it. You're like, I don't know why I put this in here.
I said that I think he'd be like a muscle man for somebody, like a bodyguard.
What would this guy do?
I would say another dancing gimmick, even though TNA doesn't do those, but...
It's funny that you say that, because I just got Lord Tensei. What would he do?
He'd be in Aces and Eights, too.
Yeah.
You could...
But he wouldn't be as Tensei. He would just be like Albert.
He could be in... that's a good one. Put him in Aces and Eights. You could have AJ Styles come back and team him with Tensei. Because Tensei and Tomko were a big tag team in Japan.
Okay.
And Tomko and AJ were a relatively big tag team in TNA for a short while.
Was this before Tomko got fat?
This was before a lot of stuff happened with Tomko.
Okay.
So it could be a reason that you'd have them team up.
All right.
Boom.
What'd you do with it? Yeah.
It fell. It didn't go anywhere.
It didn't go anywhere.
My arm went farther than it did.
Mason Ryan? Another muscle guy.
That's it.
He wouldn't be in the title picture. Maybe tag.
You could put him with Rob Terry.
Yeah.
That's his name, Big Rob.
Mm-hmm.
They're both from the UK.
World's strongest tag team.
There you go.
Brodus Clay.
I don't believe you. I want to see it. I think you're just picking easy ones. Damn. I think they'd make him a monster. I don't think that he'd be the funky story,
dancing.
obviously.
Monster.
They'd have a storyline with
This
Snoop
is going
Dogg.
a lot faster than I thought it was.
Snoop Dogg. I didn't think we were going to do so many. I thought we were just going to do like
Me
one.
too. Jimmy. Oh, I got Jimmy Uso. Jimmy Uso will go straight to the main event he will be the one to.
Which one is it?
He'll lead TNA up against Aces and Eights, and then defect to Aces and Eights.
Really?
And be the end of TNA. Jimmy
Wow.
Uso will change the landscape of TNA forever.
Will he?
Yes.
You know
Really?
what? You could put them with Samoa Joe.
Like, yeah, you can.
They,
Good idea.
Like Joe used to have the whole.
The Samusos. I don't know. I'm just mixing stuff
The
together.
Samusos.
But
The
he used to have
Samusos.
a deeper character within the Samoan culture.
No, it would be a good idea.
You could have them face each other. The Usos getting demolished by Samoa Joe.
Drew McIntyre. Drew.
Ace and Eights.
I don't even want to think it because you know what? He's perfect where he is right now.
That's
Perfect where he is right now.
It might be a problem though, because his ex-wife is in TNA.
Ah,
They'll start fighting in a hotel room again, and then she'll get fired. It'd be awesome.
Who's his ex-wife again?
yes. I hope. Where's Jinder Mahal in this?
she's
Because I
the
want to
ref.
go
Oh, okay.
The Rock.
What is next?
Okay.
We already went over this with the
This-
John Cena Randy Orton.
Yeah,
thing.
it would be the same thing with Randy with John
You
Cena.
can't have him not be champion.
He'd fix everything.
He'd fix everything.
Yes.
Rock and Hogan again.
He'd automatically. Yeah, it'd be Rock and Hogan 3.
Oh, God.
It'd probably be the worst match in the history of wrestling ever.
This is an interesting one. Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, well, you're right. It is an interesting.
It is interesting because he wouldn't be champion.
I would say put
At least
it
world champion. He wouldn't be world champion.
in the same place as maybe not in the same place as Ziggler and Bryan, but maybe underneath.
I could put him also with Austin Aries. Just because
You
of
could.
their backstage segments recently, I can see all of that working very well together.
Right. I don't like how long this is going because I know I'm gonna pick the Miz. Oh, this is one. Sheamus. Who's Sheamus?
She must.
Sheamus?
Copyright
must-
infringement.
Do what?
Okay. Well, Sheamus.
Someone needs to learn how to spell.
Sheamus.
Someone can't read no good.
It is. I can't figure out whether they would put him in as a face or a heel.
Ace and Eights.
That's just our answer to everything. Though.
Aces
We're not
and
sure.
Eights.
Aces and Eights.
No, he wouldn't be Ace and Eights. He'd be a main eventer. You could put him with
feud-
Mason Ryan.
a
and
feud with
Rob Terry. Even though they're
whatever
not from
Christopher
the same
Daniels is doing with that face paint. What is he like?
Well, no, that was just because they were in England. He's not doing that.
Oh, he's not doing
forever.
that anymore.
I think they're supposed to be two sexy guys. I'm not sure.
Oh.
Which is why I don't buy it.
You don't think Christopher Daniels is?
Not that I don't think he's a sexy guy. I just don't think it works for him with his
Kofi
muffin top.
Kingston.
X Division.
X Division.
If not more. At least X Division champion.
Yeah.
Rob?
I'm getting a little rough with him, sorry.
Yeah.
Well, Ant-Man,
It's Miz, isn't it?
you don't have to pick The Miz because I did it for you.
Oh, good. Thank you. I appreciate you taking one for the team here.
You know what?
I don't know what
Why
I
is he even there?
Next.
I don't know what I would do with him. No. Next, I could answer this.
I always ask why is he even there?
Why he's even there?
for the WWE? And I'm asking the same as to why
What would he
he's
do
even
in
in that.
TNA?
Why is he even in that
I
hat?
could see him.
Ace and
he
Eights.
He could do very well.
Yeah.
I thought that. I didn't want to
No,
just
no, no.
jump to it.
I could picture him getting beat down by Aces and Eights, and me laughing at the beatdown.
I could see him doing stuff in TNA though.
Unfortunately, I can too.
I don't know if I would ever see him as champion.
I see him feuding with.
But Bobby Roode got there
with
eventually.
Robbie E. He'll be feuding with Robbie E.
This is just paper.
Oh, it's paper, okay. We got like 4 left here. JG.
Oh, X Division all
X
the way,
Division all the
man.
way, man.
I assume Heath Slater's on that list. You could reform their tag team for some reason.
Yeah,
If
most
they're
likely.
really hurting for ideas. Well, these guys were 3-time champions together.
Alex Riley.
Released.
Aces and Eights. Aces and Eights.
You know, I'm gonna agree with Ant-Man. I'm gonna say
He'll
release.
just get
Aces and-
released.
Come on, you've seen the guys that are in Aces and Eights. He's
Right.
there.
I guess I could see it too.
Right
Or
back.
he-
I don't think he'd be champion.
I think he'd be the Goldberg of the TNA.
I could see him in Aces and Eights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see him going undefeated.
I would see him going up against Aces and Eights.
Yeah.
We got 2 more.
Where's Jinder Mahal?
Jack Swagger.
Champ.
Champ.
I think maybe tag team champ. I don't think he would make it as
Ant-Man?
as a
Jinder
champion.
Mahal. Right?
No.
Heath Slater.
What a terrible way to close it out.
You didn't have Heath Slater
Titus
or
O'Neil?
Jinder Mahal there?
I didn't finish it.
How dare you?
You sucked. Wow. What is it?
Randy Orton.
Main event. Wow. Good
Main
into the
event.
show. Good into the show.
Event.
I don't know how you write down
I
Drew
didn't
McIntyre
finish.
without writing the rest of
I
3MB.
didn't finish, and I'll finish it. Don't worry.
Don't worry about it. We're done.
I think we gotta chicken.
We're done. I think
Today.
we're done today.
You think we're done?
I think we're done. We went over spoilers, Elimination Chamber.
I know.
I did a sweet, sick rap for the intro.
That's a good way to wrap it for today. So we'll be back tomorrow. It'll be me and Ant. Friday, me and Ant. And Saturday, we'll have a full house with
Not
Jerry.
full house. I won't be here.
You want
Semi-full house.
Semi-full
Oh,
house.
we gotta just sneak off at work and get all the stuff on. Somebody put me on speaker. All right, what are we doing? What are we doing? I'm on speaker. I got 5 minutes to make this good. King of the Sparks! What's up?
We're gonna have to have like a hidden camera so he won't miss anything.
Yeah, TNA hitting. We'd have to call TNA.
Oh yeah,
for that.
we need TNA's cameraman.
TNA's cameraman.
They'll be hiding like behind.
Zoom in
these
on a
things.
phone somewhere.
So tune in for tomorrow. We'll do, I guess, we'll figure out something for tomorrow. Yeah, we'll figure out something.
Friday, like I said, Friday, I'll send over to Ant what I thought of Impact and NXT.
Oh, tomorrow we'll do TNA wrestlers in WWE. So, without Rob here, sorry, Rob.
Well, they'd all do nothing
Yeah, I
because
know.
that's how.
Yeah.
I just helped you.
The
I
same,
just helped you.
the same thing that happened to all this WCW stars.
Yeah. I cut out 20 minutes of what you could talk about by saying nothing. They would do nothing.
Thank God he's not here tomorrow. And we'll talk a little bit of sports because we can.
I'm the bread
Rob's
and
not
butter of this program. Okay.
The bread and butter. Okay, I'm wrapping it for today. Tune in for tomorrow and Friday. It'll just be me and Ant. Rob won't be back till next week.
It's a shame.
Sorry, Rob. And we won't have a sick rap, so we have to record
unless
that.
we could figure it out somehow.
We'll figure it out somehow. So I'm John.
Ant-Man.
The real
and
American.
Rob will be back next week. Tune in for tomorrow. Later.